Hi, I'm David Dobson. Welcome to Conversations. Today, my guest is Professor Mostafa Torabi. We will talk about his current research on social media monitoring and customer satisfaction. Mostafa Torabi is an assistant professor in the Department of Business Administration at Brandon University and a PhD candidate at Laurentian University. Mostafa's research focuses on the applications of social media monitoring to improve customer satisfaction and value propositions for businesses. It's a great pleasure to have you with me today, Mostafa.
Hello, hello, David. Thank you very much for this opportunity and for having me for today. And I'm very happy to chat about my research with you for the audience as well.
To start off, Mostafa, what is customer satisfaction?
Yeah, if you want to give a very direct and quick definition of customer satisfaction, we can say basically how businesses, in different industry, how can develop their product and services and how will be satisfy their customers across, let's say that you have a product, you have a service, and how you can communicate this and how your customers are happy. And for sure, there are different metrics for this. For example, for product, you see the product and you based on different factors, you decide that how you're satisfied and you compare with other potential products as well. Or in the service will be a little bit different. We have a different metrics for service quality as well. That's I had in one of my recent publications that regarding the service quality model and how the customers are satisfied or not.
Great. Thank you very much. So, given the importance of social media, can you please explain why we should measure customer satisfaction with social media monitoring?
Sure. As we know, social media usage is booming, across the globe. That has a big expansion about how the businesses and for sure the customers using the social media for communication, for introducing new product, new brand, and so on. And it's ongoing dialogue, between their businesses and their customers, either current one or the potential users. And if we cannot be in the dialogue and this ongoing and dynamic communication with the audience, the ones that are already using our product or in the future they may use, if we cannot figure that about their needs, their expectation, and how we can satisfy them, as we talk about the customer satisfaction, but in this level through different social media platforms, and see how we can engage them, about if you want to, let's say you want to introduce a new product later on, how we get the idea and feedback from them.
Okay, that's great. Your current research focuses on social media monitoring customer satisfaction. What drew your interest to this topic?
Yeah, very good question. It's my last couple of research and publications about their basically social media and online review and customer satisfaction. And at the same time, they have some similarities, but I wanted to expand my research in the area of the social media monitoring because for different reasons, personal interest and my previous research, and it's expanding, this area and how the businesses in different industry, they're using the social media, monitoring different tools to understand what the customers say about them, track them. And in this case, especially in more competitive market, if you have different options to buy a product or buy a service, why you need to pick this brand rather than another one?
Right.
For sure, through the social media monitoring, and this give a chance to understand your customers, and for the users as well, how they can share their ideas with other customers or potential customers as well. And by the way, the research shows that if you are dissatisfied with the brand, with the product or service, there's more chance to share this story that you are unhappy with other people's. And roughly with 9 people if you are dissatisfied. But if you're happy, you say this happiness with 5 more people. And it can be more obvious and more clear when we talk in the service industry.
Right.
It shows that how is important to know what the customer are happy or not.
Very interesting. Okay. So in your research, so what have you found so far?
Yeah, for this research, that's for my current application of social media monitoring to basically improve customer satisfaction and value proposition. And my focus for now is the 2 main industries in Canada.
Yeah.
And the main one, financial institutions, banks, credit union, investment group.
Yeah.
And the healthcare, but for sure for healthcare, more private sectors.
Yeah.
And so far, after reading the literature around the social media monitoring, customer engagement, because they're related, and the customer satisfaction. And for now, because I'm in the phase of doing the interview and getting the questionnaires from the specialists, mainly in digital marketing areas, that because closely work with the social media platform and you have to access to that. And the second phase, I'm doing the data collection through secondary data and mainly in the Twitter and the thousands of tweets that will be analyzed through the textual analytics tools and figure it out that's how the customers, let's say through the response time, how before and after during pandemic, how their businesses, they were responsible, slow or fast to the customers' questions, for example. And in this phase, as I'm just still working with the receiving the questionnaire and doing the secondary, then the text analytics, a few findings, but for sure it's not finalized yet. We can say that for sure it's changed. The word that the businesses they use before and after pandemic and response time, I found a little bit different, and particularly for now in the banking industry. Not for a particular bank, if I want to mention, but I found a little bit the changes, and I'm digging more to figure it out, the connection between what the businesses actually they do through the social media platform, and how they increase their customer satisfaction in comparison with their competitors. And I compare with the data that I'm analyzing through Twitter as well. But find their connection.
Very good. Finally, do you have any practical advice for businesses and researchers who are looking into this topic?
Yeah, if I put it for the theoretical, for sure, to social media monitoring and general social media and customer satisfaction, customer engagement. We did there's some research in this area, but the way that we can to do for the future research, that is one of my for myself, for my future research as part of related to this one, is more using let's say, for example, social media influencers at different levels. How the businesses use this in the different platform to communicate and increase the customer engagement. Because when we have a customer engagement, potentially we can have more customer satisfaction as well. Or through the value co-creation. It will be another area that's related to this, how we can expand the ongoing dialogue with our customers and create more content based on the comments and inputs of our customers as well. And for managers and in the marketing areas particularly, and for sure for the executive managers, how they adjust or present the social media, because any different social media platform, let's say LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, they have their own audience. We cannot have exactly what we have in the one platform, have it exactly in the same in another one and get the same result for different reasons. Based on demographic trait that the people show in different social media platforms are not the same. The reasons that they're present sometimes more focused for ad for particular group, or sometimes really more serious dialogue between the people that more expert or influencers.
Right.
And at the same time, because I'm using the sentiment analysis as well, or opinion mining.
Okay.
And in this case, when we have low sentiment score, means their customer, they have a comment shows is they're negative or less happy about our brand or whatever is about our business. The managers in this case, in particular for the market one, can't figure out how we can respond to these negative comments.
Right.
And for sure, as we talk, if we have more dissatisfied customers, the chance to through word of mouth spread out to more people,
right,
rather than just we can manage it right away, and the less chance for the other people they know about their negative comments and so on.
Right. Well, thank you for your time, Mostafa, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
And I wish you all the best in your PhD journey and with the research you're doing. Have a great rest of your day.